of his family had gotten in and looked for leads. Flex left a note. Had a discussion about, and he said that they paid off. Took everybody except to his contact uh, a stone.
Good platinum emerald.
Yes, but it's an owner. A mirror and suddenly cut off. Afterwards, a little bit, and it seemed there was a lot of security force guards like walking around. To head back down the
People who were affected.
up. Uh, Said to head to the temple. The grand has an imprint on it. Side, one of which you actually made sort of, and she's
And I had better luck with her.
You ended up Fundlemore, which once and maybe said infection dumped the priestess, and it wasn't really weird. Some people are being dispatched to go travel on the circus just in case that's needed from her. Or you don't know the full reason why, but they're basically told maybe not to do any more trouble out you headed back to Ivy. At which point, I imagine that has finished reading her book.
Before what portion on this then?
Clairvoyance potion. You're working on that one.
Oh, I haven't learned it yet.
The third eye potion. I think. I think that you didn't need it.
Reading all the whole time.
I hear you. I'm not hearing
She
it.
was reading the whole.
One for last week though.
Because she was reading her book the whole time we were adventuring.
Hello?
Yeah, that's been a couple hours. I'll figure that out while you are talking in character.
Okay.
I had slipped a couple of notes under your door. Note said we were going to Bink's warehouse to rob him, and the second note said, "Hey, we're back."
Okay. Well,
I'm out here.
Bubbles has
where's the rest of
gone to
everyone?
her room.
Probably polishing his gem.
No, Blank was actually at his two things.
You
Riggs.
Ever done a
What's going?
I'm painting something.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to Cotton. What'd you guys get up to?
Oh, no, with the robbery. was there were too many there. Uh, first note that I heard
I thought you just said you were going to Bink, not that you were going to rob Bink. That's what the first note said.
first note said we were going to go rob Bink.
Oh, I misheard you. Oh, well, I am way more concerned then.
We did not rob Bink. We decided to. There were too many guards because of all the druggies, so we went to the temple instead. And you know what? Things happened. It's all good. We're good. We're all here.
You can hear Bubbles crying through the door, by the way.
What?
Some of us may have overreacted to certain things that happened.
What? Why is she crying?
Look, I said what I said because I
And
didn't
what you
want.
said was?
Look, I really do think that she's a wonderful creature, and I don't actually believe she's ugly. Um,
Oh my god. You said the U word.
look, I had to save my
Jesus
skin.
fucking Christ.
Look, when you talk to her, just say that I really didn't mean all that. Um, and I do think that she is a beautiful creature.
Why do I have to tell her? You said the U word. You should have to tell her.
I don't think she wants to hear from me right now.
Okay, so it's better to just let her continue thinking on then, because I am not going to be able to tell her. So you have to make a choice right now. Which road you want to travel? Because I'm not doing this for you.
I'll go knock on Bubbles' door. Bubbles, I'm sorry. What was that?
Go away!
Bubbles, I didn't mean it.
I can't trust you! I hate you!
Look, they were pulling their weapons out. I didn't want it. I didn't want to have to fight them.
Don't lie to me! You already did that once!
This one's. I'm telling the truth right now.
There's nothing I do!
I think I just need to give her some space. I go back to reading my book.
Like a full accounting of what happened after you decided not to rob Bink. And I'm just gonna get like really close, like just in his personal space, but with my eyes over the book, just staring at him.
What? What? I told you what happened. Yeah,
You told me a part of what happened.
they were trying to figure out who patient zero was, and you know, I asked them why they were looking for Fundamorph.
Why they're looking for Fundomorph?
Right.
What?
They said they were
How
looking
did
for.
Thundermorph even come up in conversation?
They said they were looking for patient zero. They said that it was somebody who had come in with these symptoms, and that the priestess had apparently healed them, but it really just transferred to the priestess. So I asked them why they needed to see Fundlemorph.
Sammy's just doing the in through her nose, out through her mouth, while pinching the bridge of her nose.
We tried to get you to come with
Okay.
us.
You know what? I do not receive that, and I walk away.
I go back to my book. So where are you walking away to? You're going to go ask somebody else their version?
I'm hoping she's gonna ask Tonka.
I'm gonna go to Bubbles. Oh, Tonka's in the room? I thought she was painting.
Where she was painting.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't
I
really
assumed she
decide
was.
where, but either one works.
Bubbles'
Yeah, I'm
name
gonna
did
go
come
talk to
up a bunch.
Bubbles.
Yeah, I think Bubbles makes most sense.
Okay. Are you gonna knock on the door?
I think I'm just gonna try the door, see if it's open.
It is locked.
It's locked.
It's locked.
I'm just gonna come in, knock softly, and be like, "Hey, it's me."
Is he with you?
No, he's not.
Bubbles will unlock the door and crack it open and peer at Selmy to make sure that he's alone.
Boy, when I screw up.
You used the U word, man. There's no coming back from that. I will let Selmy in.
And this is your bedroom, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb up on your bed and stand up on your bed, and then wrap my arms around you in a mom hug.
Aw. Bubbles is gonna collapse against you, just sobbing.
Do the pat like there, let it out, let it go.
I said that I'm reading my book, but I'm not. I'm really just like staring at the words and listening to Bubbles and feeling like crap.
Good. Bubbles is just like sobbing all over Selmy.
Tommy is pointedly ignoring all the snot.
Yeah, you have a new hair gel, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better than the kind in Something About Mary.
Right?
Ah!
The only thing I know about that movie. Yeah. So, Bubbles is really upset. and your hair is just right there at nose wiping. So, um, yeah, she can't help it.
Done medical duty for a traveling circus. It's not the worst bodily fluid I've had on me.
That's a good point. It's a very valid point.
So when she's when Bubbles finally, gets it out, I'm gonna wait until then, and then when she does, I'm just gonna gently ask. I'm like, okay, do you think you can tell me what happened yesterday? Not necessarily the U word part, but everything around that.
Technically, it
So
would have
it's
been
been
earlier
3
today.
hours.
Huh?
You're still the same day from the incident.
Yeah, so basically 3 hours later, when Bubbles can speak. Uh, well, Cotton wanted us to rap something, and I wanted you to not be mad at me anymore, and I knew you wanted us to practice, adventuring skills so that we could get stronger and go after the slave bitch, and so I thought it would be good practice. And so we went with them, but there were lots of dirty, poor people who wanted to make my face bad again, and so we didn't. But then we went. Then we went to the temple to tell her that she was falling down on the dirty poor people duty, and and there were there were all these guards and God. God lied and it was so mean. He waited until we were in public. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he was pretending he was good. Just do that. It was so. I thought you wanted friends.
So, which is probably accurate in like game, like for real the character as well, just because of all the amount of snot and blobbing and the fact that her face is buried into my chest. I only understood about half of that.
What was the last part?
I said I only understood about half of that. I was just saying it's probably like Salmi probably only would have understood about half of that anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay, well,
I
once
put my
she's done
put my
telling me
book
all that,
down. I put my book down, and I'm now like up against the door listening in, but to where they can't see me.
Oh, Bubbles definitely shut and locked the door when Selmy was inside.
I'm just gonna be like, well, I can see now how my reaction to the slave bitch may have made you feel like you had to go after her for me or with me, and now I see how, I was driving you instead of asking you, and I will strive to do better in the future. As far as Cotton goes, I know you're not gonna feel any better about it right now, and nothing I'm gonna say is gonna make you feel any better. So I'm just gonna, tell you maybe it's time to go to bed and sleep it off. And I'm gonna tuck you in like a baby.
Betrayal. All right.
Huh?
Go to bed. How do you sleep on betrayal? I'll go to bed.
Well, one eyelid at a time.
Alright, Bubbles will settle down, but she's gonna
I'll run
ask you to
back.
keep holding her hand until she falls asleep.
I'll run back to the corner I was sitting in before and pretend I'm back in my book.
Now I really want Tonka to be painting in the same room so that she saw.
Also insight to see if I hear his footsteps. Or perception. Chris?
I guess I should
Yeah,
roll
just
stealth.
roll perception. I thought you were rolling that. I was gonna say to Cotton, if you're trying to be quiet, you have to roll stealth.
Oop.
Oh, Selmy definitely heard you.
I will file
Holy shit.
information away for later. Okay.
All right, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm still examining my golden ring. Actually, hold on. Did I hear Selmy crying?
Somebody
Bubbles
wasn't
crying?
crying. Bubbles was.
I know Bubbles was crying.
Bubbles. Sorry, Bubbles.
Well, Bubbles had
I'm
the
so
door
bad with
closed,
names.
and the reason why Cotton could hear is because Cotton had his ear pushed up right up to the door.
They could hear it before, though. They could hear it from the other room. They could hear it from the main room. He probably couldn't hear it from, like, he said, the blank is in their own room. They probably can't hear it, but it was loud enough to be heard in the living area.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still just examining my rings then, just entranced by their shininess.
Yeah, there are 4 rooms off that living room for sleeping. So all right. So, what are your characters' plans for the rest of the day / evening to come?
Well, as soon as I can get Bubbles to sleep, I'm gonna go and ask Tonka for her side of the story.
Yeah, Bubbles is gonna hold Selmy's hand while she crawls herself to sleep. And then be asleep.
What's Tonka doing later?
So Tonka was painting a still life of breakfast pastries in front of a mirror.
Ah, is she still doing that later after I get Bubbles to sleep?
I guess so. Come on, buddy. Sorry, just a second. Oliver, no.
Why should he worry?
Oh, goodness. Well, as long as they don't turn the computer off. So.
I mean, you're a slow-moving human. They can do whatever the hell they want.
They've realized that. It takes a while.
Oh,
Okay, so anyway.
okay, well, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna go find Tonka and ask, okay, what's your side of the story? What happened yesterday? Or earlier
Well,
today,
This
rather.
morning.
yeah, Tonka's like, we were gonna go, take some stuff from a warehouse full of shiny things. That was gonna be awesome, but then there was a lot of drug addicts, and Bubbles didn't want to dance for them, so we didn't do that. And instead, Bubbles went and flirted with some uh, weird cat person over at the temple, and I called them a man. They got really sad, and then I guess Cotton almost got locked up in there with them. So that would have been exciting. It didn't actually happen, so we just came back here.
I'm like leaning towards their conversation, trying to listen in.
Uh, okay. Is there anything else I should know?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure Bubbles will tell you all about it. So
It's kind of hard getting it out of her. It was so much snot.
That
You should try your luck.
wasn't hard to
yeah,
get
she
out of her
thinks
at all.
she
Should try your
thinks
luck with
Cotton's
blank.
gonna see weird things in the mirror like Fundlemorph, and apparently we're trying to lock all those guys up.
Wait, say that again?
Well, Bubbles was thinking Cotton was starting to see weird things in the mirror like Fundlemorph, you know? But it turns out Cotton was just calling her ugly. So it's all good.
It's all good. It is not all good.
I love
um, Cotton makes sure his back is facing the ladies. He visibly shifts.
I'm sure she's used to it.
Can you explain that for me, please?
Oh, yeah, all those people, like those drug people, I guess. Well, Fumblemorph said she was seeing weird stuff in the mirror back when we took her to the temple, and now Bubbles thinks Cotton is seeing weird stuff too. Apparently, all those people seeing weird stuff have started attacking people and going insane. So that could be fun.
Okay. I think I have a clearer picture as to what all happened yesterday.
You should try asking blank.
You really should. I want to see the gift.
There's one member of the party you have not approached.
Hmm.
And with blank, you should start with, so where's Flex?
Oh. So I guess my character wouldn't have been here when Flex took off.
Yeah, you missed all that.
Oh. I guess I should ask, where's Flex?
Who are you asking?
I'm still talking to Tonka.
I think Blank told us Flex was starting a dance routine for his family. Sounds weird, but whatever.
Okay, well, at this point, I guess I will have to go talk to Blank.
Starting a dance routine for his family.
This is the best game of telephone ever.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Blank.
Yeah, he might be polishing his gem again.
Man,
Yeah, blank.
stamina.
Do you all know about the gem?
We know
Blank
about
is
the
no
gem.
longer looking at his rings or his gem. He is in fact looking at the hat of vermin.
which is
Was
what?
that something you stole yesterday?
No,
No, Flex gave it
Flex
to him
gave it
when he
to
ran
him.
off.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let's give this a try. Blank. Where's Flex?
Trying to, it's yeah. Blank is going to pretend taking out a knife, and then just like mime running that knife all up and down his arms and under his chin.
Or what was it that Tonka said Flex was doing?
Starting a dance routine for his family.
Okay.
Wait, so, and he pulled out a knife and started cutting himself. So I'm gonna like, Flex got depressed and started cutting himself? I'm asking. Like, that would sell me.
Okay. Blank is going to shake his head, and then he's going to go over to Cotton's room and come back with a razor.
You and I share a room, I believe. You, me, and Flex.
Okay. Okay, he's going to go through Cotton's things and come up with a razor.
He's reshaving himself.
Nods.
Okay. What? That?
Makes it. So what you cut out there?
I was musing. Why couldn't Tonka just tell me that?
Blank shrugs and then makes a circle around his temple with his finger.
Wait, what? You do?
He made a halo over his head.
No, around his
No,
temple.
he made a she's crazy gesture.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Is there anything I need to know about from yesterday?
This morning.
Or this morning? Any contributions to the story you should make?
Blank is going to
Roll.
think for a second. Think a little more. Then he is going to point over to Bubbles' room and then make a cry like a wham 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 gesture.
Yeah, no, I went there first. No.
Second.
Yeah, the Blank is going to just going to shrug and be like,
Okay. Well, I guess I would have no reason to know about the emerald at all then.
like out of character. I legitimately don't know if Blank is keeping the emerald secret or just doesn't think it's worth mentioning.
Well,
What?
you brandished it in front of us, and I looked at it and I decided it's not worth much.
True.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you know I have anything with glass. Yeah, so the next time you go you go back to that place, they were like, okay, and that's another 1,000 gold pieces. For what? The emerald your friend took. The piece of glass?
All right, Andy, what are you doing next?
Well, I guess if I'm done talking to everybody, I'll go to bed. Because it's the end of the day now, right?
More or less, yes.
Well, I guess I'll just head off to bed then.
Cotton is going to leave another note, and He's going to strip off anything valuable that he has or any weapons and leave them behind near the note. And he's going to head out into town.
Leaving the note.
You'll find out what's on the note when somebody finds it.
Are you
No,
try-
where is he leaving it?
Oh, well, I guess he'd keep all his stuff in his room, so it's in his room near the bed.
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
Yeah, I don't want to draw too much attention.
Well, roll your stealth. All right. Anyone have passive perception higher than a 15 or higher?
Oh no.
What do you at?
Oh no! I got
No.
a 14. I got a fucking 14. So close.
How do you know what your passive perception is?
On your character sheet, it's right under your skills list.
Skills.
Left hand side.
Oh. I have 14. Damn.
Oh, passive perception. Oh, fuck no.
Well, I see
It's
my
only-
passive wisdom. I don't see a passive perception.
This says perception. right
Passive
after-
perception is wisdom. It says
That's wisdom parentheses perception.
Oh. Mine is low.
Is anyone actively paying attention as everyone else is going to sleep?
Tommy's in bed, so.
Bubbles is already asleep.
All right. I take it. Cotton would like to keep this private from the rest of the group.
Yes.
All right. Be back soon, hopefully, guys.
I feel horrible for the way that I made Bubbles feel, and I can see that they think that that my visions are a threat. So I've gone to turn myself in.
All right. You just basically go up to the to the
Go on
temple and surrender yourself.
and surrender them. And hey, look, I have no weapons. My arms raised. I apologize, but I lied before. I have been seeing things. I don't know what to make of it. And I want to help any way that I can.
All right. So the door is open. You are quickly shoved inside. The guards then reseal the door behind you, and you can hear some distant moaning of sorts. But as you're coming up front, you kind of see what looks like a little. Well, it kind of looks like a flying orb of sorts. It's like this circular thing that looks like it has an eye in the middle of it. It seems to be flapping, but it seems to be like made out of some sort of metal. And you can hear this weird voice issuing from it saying, all right, state your business."
My name is Cotton, and I've been quarantined.
"All right, what are your symptoms?"
I'm seeing things in the mirror that I'm fairly certain are not actually there.
"Describe what you're seeing."
If I recall correctly, a lizard face with black and yellow stripes and a forked tongue.
"What does it do to you?"
It hasn't done anything to me, at least not that the player remembers.
Will probably be what the character remembers too. Let's see. Next question I would have would be, where did you acquire this infection?
I don't know, but I first noticed symptoms at the Sparkling Stones shop when I looked in one of his security mirrors.
And this was the first time you had seen anything like that.
Yeah. So first that the player remembers.
You hear just like some chiming coming from
Yeah.
it, and it starts buzzing away. And I'll have to cut back to the rest of the party.
All right.
Yeah, the white shows up everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it was like if it was white, the black showed up. Hi. Sorry, we were talking about cat fur.
It's okay.
Guys back?
Yeah. Well, I'm back. Cotton does not return.
Ooh.
You wake up in the morning, and not only is Flex still gone, Cotton is now gone.
Bubbles is not sad as she orders vats of cold cream and cucumbers from the servants because, on top of everything else, Cotton has now made her puppy, and she is very
I think
upset
Blank
about
is
this.
most likely to notice since we share the same room.
Blank is when it comes time for bed at this point, Blank is going to wander around looking for Cotton because he and Cotton not only share the room, they share a bunk.
Well, we went over what happened at bedtime, and you didn't say anything. It's the next morning now.
That's a dick move. Say I don't say anything. I saw that. I could not help. I could not help it. I could not fucking help it. Yeah. But in the in the morning, Blank's gonna walk up to everybody and mind stroking an invisible beard.
Okay, Sammy's gonna get up and I guess see what Zach's doing or Blank is doing. You're miming what?
The gesture is in character. Yeah. He's going up to everybody and stroking the beard.
Beard. Okay. Someone
Just
with a
walking up to
beard.
each person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God, yeah. What was your circus act? What was Cotton's circus act?
My circus act, mentalism.
Oh, fuck you! Like the hardest one to goddamn pantomime here. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's going to pull out.
You should just do like Professor X.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to tie a string around his emerald and then hold it in front of his eyes, like back and forth, like a pocket watch.
Didn't Cotton leave a note?
He did.
He left it in his room.
Which is also Blank's room.
Okay.
So Blake is,
Okay.
so Blake is
missed
miming
that
rather
point.
than showing a note.
Yeah, hold on, actually, let me see if I saw the note real quick. Okay, yeah, I saw the note, so I know where Cotton is.
I mean, it was with my stuff.
Blank is a good roommate. He doesn't go through people's stuff unless he's trying to make a point.
But like, I don't normally leave my crossbow and everything laying on the bed.
So you didn't get your cuddles last night, so you know that's something to look into. My understanding of your sleeping arrangements is that you're essentially both Flex's teddy bears.
No comment.
Yeah, but Flex left them behind.
Well, that just means they need to cuddle all the harder. Blank had to sleep alone last night.
Blank
Yeah.
had to sleep completely alone.
Hold on. Actually, real quick. Hold on. What would this be? What do I have to do to craft a facsimile of cotton out of bedding materials? What role would that be?
Let's see. I will accept a performance check on that one.
Oh, bitchin'. 26.
So yeah, you
Oh,
managed
wow.
to craft the facsimile.
Yeah, it is a disturbingly lifelike facsimile.
Is this your new cuddle buddy?
For now, I have a plan for tonight.
I'm gonna assume that one pillow went into shaping it, and another pillow got cut open so that you could glue fluffy stuff on as the head and as a beard.
No. In fact, one pillow got unraveled so I could create a facsimile of his beard.
Nice.
Do
You
I
haven't
see
managed
this
completely
when
NPC yet, so good job.
does Blank Show sell me?
It does what to sell me?
Does Blank Show sell me his effigy of cotton?
No, but if anyone goes in, it is on the bed.
Oh.
Yeah, and you also notice there's some wires in the arm so it can hug someone.
Aww. Do you show the note to anybody?
Let me see. Hold on. What did? Yeah, I show the note to people. Yeah.
What does the note say?
The note says, "Hey guys, I am so sorry for how I made Bubbles feel, and I realized it was selfish of me to protect myself at the expense of her feelings. So I've gone back to the temple to turn myself in."
Oh shit!
Because I really
Turn
have been
himself
seeing
in
things.
for.
Tell Bubbles about this
Wait,
because
that wasn't
as
just
a priest,
that wasn't just a thing. He really was seeing.
That's what the note tells you.
Wow. Okay. Shit, I'm gonna go find Flex, I guess, because I guess Flex is gonna want to know. So I'm gonna start trying. Like, I
I don't
think
know how you're gonna find
I
Flex.
think Flex is still here. No, Blank said he was just off reshaving himself, so I think Flex is still here.
Can you please be vocal about how you're going to find Flex?
Well, I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
go
if he's
check his
reshaving,
room
he's gonna
first
need
of
to
all.
read butter, so you can start with a cow.
I
Well,
think
I'm gonna go to his room first.
I think then you're gonna see the fake cotton.
Yep, because that is their room.
I'm
This is
gonna
already
look at Blank and be like, I'm gonna be like, wow, that is a disturbingly lifelike effigy of cotton.
You miss him that much, huh?
Interesting that you didn't make a flex.
Probably didn't have enough materials.
Yes.
I'm going to,
Yes. Yeah. Is there a chance I could go to market and buy some cured ham?
Oh God!
Hey. Flex is
You
many,
probably just
many
order it from the
things.
staff.
Soft is not one of them.
That's fair. You can probably order it from the staff. Here.
Yes, you could probably get
Well,
some cured ham from the market.
before
No, I
he
want to go
leaves,
up
I
and
wanted to
climb
ask
it.
him where Flex is.
Yeah, but it's more fun if he goes to the market and just points at that and holds up 10 fingers.
Fair enough. Okay, so before he goes, Selmy's gonna ask again.
I wanted to ask him where Flex is. Hello?
Blank
Can you
is
hear me?
going to Blank
Oh.
is going to go over to a nearby stand of flowers, and let me see if I can find the right thing here. Hang
No,
on.
he's asking you this in the mansion before you leave.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's some what's called like some vases of flowers in the mansion.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said stand. I assumed you meant like flower stall. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the word. My brain.
I understand.
Give me a moment. Why is it, okay? But yeah, he's going to take one of those strands like decorative grass and stick it in his beak, and then mime. Hang on. There we go. Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, he's gonna mime hoeing.
I think
With
out of
grass.
character, I think Blink has no idea what happened to Flex, and he's just making the shit up.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that.
He's working a field?
Nod.
Is Chonko awake yet?
Yeah.
Or
My Tom
Bubbles?
doesn't sleep that much.
Yeah. It is also worth noting, by the way, everything Blank has convinced you guys is also the truth. Like, out of character.
Dancing
Blank is
and
just,
hoeing?
yeah. He's going to his family farm for out of character. Flex is going to the family farm for a celebration and also to get properly shaved again. These
No,
are
no, no. I thought he was going to the bar to see if the bugbear bar to see if his family had shown up.
that is not
His
what.
family farm got burned down by a dragon.
It is entirely possible Blank was not paying attention. / I do not remember.
It's more fun this way.
Yeah. Unreliable narrator, even to myself.
Yep.
Oh, but also, yeah, I am good for a bard party.
Oh,
I just got the text.
good to know. Thanks.
Yeah.
You weren't here earlier. We're skipping next week.
Yeah, I did see that message in the Discord. So yeah, that I am abreast of.
Wait, correct?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, get that done. All right, so I'm heading off to market. What's everyone else doing?
Bub full of cold cream with cucumber slices on her. Trying to bring down the puppy.
I'm gonna go ask Bubbles where's Flex?
Blank said he was dancing, but not getting paid for it. So, I mean, that seems like the kind of weird thing he would do. He left his cow, so he'll be back when he feels like it.
Blank also said end of the month he'll be back.
Technically, that's
I don't.
today. Today's like the last day of the month.
Yeah, the end of the IRL month, sure, but I don't recall being told when he was coming back. I just remembered that he
He
was
pulled
going
out a
dancing, but he.
calendar.
Oh right, you're right. He did. Okay, so yeah, he'll be back like at the end of next month or something. But yeah, he went off to dance and not even get paid for it. So it's still kind of rude that he didn't invite me, but I guess like it's probably some amateur shit.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go. I don't know.
I can't.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I was having Somi was really quiet.
Tommy doesn't know what she wants to do. He's confused about Flex's disappearance and Cotton's disappearance and everything that happened yesterday. And now people are after Fundomorph, and it's looking like, okay, maybe this sickness is a problem that has to be solved first. But what the fuck do I do with that information?
Well, do you want to tell Bubbles that Cotton made a gesture of apology? Do you want to show her the note while you're in there asking about Flex?
Yeah, I'll tell her. Look, it looks like Cotton felt really bad about what he said and decided to turn himself into the church and come clean. He wasn't calling you ugly. It looks like he was using that as a smokescreen to not admit that he really was seeing things in the mirrors. So he went and turned himself into the church.
You're sure?
That's what it says in this note right here, and I'm gonna hand her the note.
Bubbles is going to read the note and sniff and yeah. I wish he'd just done that yesterday, but I'm glad that I, I, he was really convincing, and that's hurtful, and I still feel like I can't completely trust him, but that he did the right thing in the end, and that's important.
Wait, in the end, he's not dead. At least I don't
No,
think
I didn't mean that. I just meant it in the end of this
so. Oh,
this situation.
Alexa, lights off.
oh.
He finally did
Okay,
the right thing, even though no, he's really hurtful in the middle. It was very selfish to call me ugly. I'm glad he acknowledged it.
I want to say I said that I left all my stuff behind. Can I just say that I kept that book and I'm just using that to pass the time? Grace,
What book again?
the Rogue 101.
Okay.
At least if you left your basically anything that looked like the valuables or weapons, so the book's probably fine.
That's fair. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can fix him so that he can learn and grow from this experience and come back as the good Cotton again. Maybe the demon made him.
Okay, well, I think maybe the most pressing matter is maybe we should go warn Fundlemorph that the church is looking for her. Or go see what's up with Fundlemorph. Huh?
Sorry, resetting the brightness on my lights in my room. Yeah.
Hello?
Ignore what I just said.
Oh. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna ask Bubbles and Tonka what they think we should do.
I mean, the church was already gonna go find Fundlemore.
The church has a head start
There's
on
no
you guys.
reason to think that's a bad thing, is there? Is there any reason to think that's a bad thing? And then maybe we wouldn't want the church to find her?
A lot of swords yesterday, but they also didn't say they wanted to kill her. They said they wanted to talk to her and maybe confine her in the cathedral, which might actually be good because then the circus will come back and we can join up with them again.
Okay. That's a good point. So then, I don't know what to do from here. Is there any way we can figure out what's causing this? So maybe we can. I don't know. We're not part of the church. I'm not really sure
No,
what we do now. I feel in limbo.
the church people were rude and mean. They did not want help with people who weren't them. It was very exclusive. I had to flirt with a cat just to get the information.
And I appreciate your sacrifice.
Cats are so furry.
I know. They're not smooth as God intended.
Um,
Probably it was like the highlighter
Tonka, do
for
you have any opinions?
Honk remembers the temple dudes are chasing us away. We probably can't take them on. We might be able to find the circus since maybe we knew where they were going next. I don't know.
we decided we did know where they're going next, although they may not be very happy to see us.
Yeah, the paladins
Well,
have a head start on you guys, but you guys know the
Yeah.
route the circus takes.
Yeah, we know where the circus is going. They don't. They just know that they went in a certain direction.
Yeah. In the meantime, like, is
do we
there any
keep going here?
results from the market trip?
Do you want to make a roll? Make a 1d100 roll.
Why is he rolling?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if the market has a lot of cured hams. They can fashion into a flex golem. Yeah, that's a 1d100 roll.
Yes, please.
Okay, 1d. Oh god, 100.
You okay?
Yeah, so I shifted and knee popped.
Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh,
Wow.
It happens. There we go. I got a 2.
It is a terrible day for poor Blank. Apparently, ham is very popular this time of year, and it's completely sold out.
All right.
Everywhere he goes, he could not find Ham.
Oh God. Yeah, Blanket then is going to do the very sad walk back to the manor. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Minus the fading into nothingness.
Disappearing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just,
That's the one I was thinking of when you said that.
yeah. I thought of it. I was like, no, that's too obvious. I need to pick a different one. And I saw the Tigger and was like, oh yeah, we doing Tigger.
Poor Tigger.
Mm. Who besides me remembers the Tigger movie?
I remember watching
Only
it when
ever
I was
read
a
the book.
kid. That's
I don't-
it.
I don't remember it, but I'd be very surprised to learn that I'd never seen it because I am a Tigger at heart.
Oh yeah, I ended up finding a couple clips on YouTube, and I forgot there was a goddamn avalanche scene where Tigger and Rue got somehow superpowers to save everybody.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
That is
sorry, that's been rattling around in my head for a couple days. But yeah, so yeah.
I have questions.
Welcome to my entire life, where I have questions and my brain never gives me the answers.
Give him answers, Brain. Brain, are you there? Brain. Hello.
We're sorry. The
No,
organ
it's
you're trying to reach is no longer available. Please hang up and try
No, it's just
again.
Pinky.
No, that's a whole separate problem.
Well, it occurs
Anyway,
to tell me.
What would Blake do if he doesn't find his ham? Other than the sad walk, where does he go? Does he just return back to Ivan, or does he do something else?
Blank is going to start moving all his some of his stuff into Selmy's room.
Okay, so he is back. Tell me what's up.
Yeah.
You see what appears to be a very dejected little bird.
who is carrying a super creepy cotton replica into your bedroom.
Hold on. Would a 26 be creepy or?
It's
It's
creepy because it's so realistic. That's what makes it creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, you said
okay,
disturbingly like.
yeah. Okay, so it's not like Uncanny Valley. Okay.
I was thinking Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's the equivalent of the dummy in the dummy Chris Pratt in the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Oh, yeah.
What scene was that? And I don't remember
In
that.
the very beginning, when Nebula's carrying a very drunk Peter Quill.
She's not really carrying the actor.
She's just carrying a lifelike dummy.
Okay, I did not realize that was a dummy at the time, honestly.
Exactly, that's the point.
Yes.
That's just how good your
If
thing
you've seen
looks.
if you've seen any behind the scenes videos, it is ridiculously detailed.
Yeah, okay. I just thought Karen Gillan got fucking jacked.
Well, she is, but it's Chris Pratt. He's kind of dense.
Okay, hold on. You guys do your thing. I am going to look up this dummy here, because what the fuck?
But that's my point, though. It's uncanny because at first people could think that you're actually carrying cotton, and then remembering cotton's not here. That's not cotton. That's just a replica you made. So it's very creepy as a result.
Well, as Blank starts dragging all his stuff in, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna give him a flat stare for a minute, and I'm gonna be like, I don't care if you sleep in the bed with me.
Oh,
That thing will be in the closet.
oh, that is disturbing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is not okay. That is.
Hey, Grizz, I was going through my inventory, unchecking the things that I don't have right now. Do you remember when I got a strange coin?
No, you don't even know when you got a strange coin. It disappeared in your inventory one day. You find it in your pocket while you're inside the temple. You found that strange coin in your pocket. What do you do?
Oh, I found out just now.
Yes, you
Oh,
didn't know it was there. You weren't expecting it. You take a strange coin out of your pocket.
I examine it. What do you want me to roll?
Just an investigation. Huh. I mean, it sort of looks in between a gold and copper coin, and it's got designs on it you don't recognize from anywhere. Doesn't exactly look like legal tender.
Ugh, that's a horrible investigation. Um, and so you said no designs on it?
No, there are designs on it. It's just that they don't make any sense to you. Maybe the where you're standing right now, it's just too dark, or
Yeah.
it just like something's just not resolving properly in your brain. Maybe because of whatever's infecting you.
Yeah, I'll put it back in my pocket to study later. I don't want to bring it to anybody's attention here. You know, I don't want to deal with that.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Great. Wisdom.
As you go to put it in your pocket, you're feeling a very strong urge to hurl it at the ground.
All right, then I throw it at the ground.
A door suddenly manifests itself right in front of you.
And thus, cotton becomes calamity cotton.
I look around and see if anybody else sees what's going on.
Give me a perception check.
We dealt with these coins before, didn't we? At the beginning.
Maybe. You don't see
Wait.
anybody.
Okay, hold on. Is Blank anywhere near?
No,
No,
remember,
no,
he's
it's
in
me
the
alone
temple, and you're back
Yeah.
in Selmy's room at the moment.
Okay, I was gonna say because Blank is looking for Ham.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been
And you
looking for
just
him in the
summoned the
temple.
pig.
No, but
Okay.
I had forgotten. But didn't Blank use a coin or?
He
No,
might have.
we were given a coin while we were in that bar that brought us back.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. What can I roll to see if Cotton remembers that?
Intelligence check. Well, it is a door, and it kind of feels like it could be a tavern door.
I will shoot.
Are guns invented in this world yet?
Yes.
No, I'm just
Hell, there are iPhones in one part of the world,
yeah. I'm just thinking
or
like
smartphones in general. iPhones are generic. iPhones are owned.
No.
Smartphones are generic.
No, these phones are made with literal eyes.
Nah, they're just smartphones. They don't have
No.
eyes on them.
I'm just
Well, they're
thinking like if
not.
I go through this door, then Bubbles is gonna have no proof that I went to the temple and actually turned myself in.
The temple's gonna be pissed that you escaped quarantine and spread your shit into multi-dimensional space.
Oh, but you know that's the player talking, and Cotton
That's
Cotton
his
sees
right
a
as an
weird door.
American.
Cotton sees a weird door in front of him. I think he goes through it.
All right, you open it up and see the bar once more. Uh, Seems to be a bit more populated now. There is what appears to be a horned and winged devil sitting at the corner of the bar, sipping on something. There's a guy wearing an orange one-piece sort of outfit behind the bar, attending. He's got a little scar on his face. I think you saw him before. Uh,
I got
there
his name
is
before. It was something
Ryan.
common. It was like
His name's
Ryan.
Ryan. Yep, name's
Yeah.
Ryan. There is a black kobold sitting at a corner table. There is. Hold on one second. What else is? I'm trying to remember who else is in here right now. No, they're not in here right now. There is a couple of just like random humanoids sitting around one table. They look bald. They're kind of like this weird kind of grayish color, like almost like small stone giants, except they're more human-sized. Kind of like sitting at a table.
Are they
just kinda
Roswell
relaxed.
aliens?
What?
What was multidimensional? Are they Roswell aliens?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because that's like the description is like small gray humanoids
Well, no,
with big
the
heads.
tall gray humanoids. Sorry, with bald heads.
Yeah.
They said they resemble stone giants except human-sized.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, I recognize the bartender, so I will go talk to the bartender.
You leave the door open or do you close it?
How strong
Um,
are Cotton's dad instincts?
I leave it open.
Okay.
I don't see any reason I would think to close it.
Okay.
Hey guys, I gotta hop off real quick.
Okay. Alright, so the bartender kind of waves.
Ryan, right?
Yeah. Hey, you remembered. You're, I don't remember your name. Sorry.
I'm Cotton.
Cotton. Alright. Well, what can I get for you, Cotton?
You might be able to point me in the direction of some information.
What kind of information?
Do you know anything about a sickness that involves seeing things in mirrors that aren't actually there?
He kind of frowns. I think I was warned some about that. Something bad about the mirrors. Something about the mirror dimension. He kind of like gets this weird look. I mean, if you look around, there aren't any mirrors in here. The boss kind of has a thing against them.
Who was the boss again?
Oh, Thorn. Well, she's the boss. She's the one that owns this place. It's her bar.
Is she somewhere where I might be able to meet with her?
I wouldn't be surprised if she's listening in on this. You know, I guess that's really up to her. Kind of shrugs. Can I get you a drink at least? I need.
I mean, I had this alcoholic beverage the last time I was here. It was amazing. It was in this like
He pulls
bottle.
out a bottle. It's like it sets it on the counter. I think it was one of these, right?
Yes. How much?
But since if you're having mirror issues, I think the boss will understand if it let it just go to you.
Oh, thank you so much. And you said she's often just listening.
Yeah, somewhere.
Um,
And you hear,
okay, so I'll just
you hear the devil kind of grumble. It's like, yeah, you could never get away with anything. She's always paying attention.
kind of call up at the ceiling. Thorin, if you're listening, I could use some help.
A 20-sided die rolls across the table and clinks against your against your bottle of booze.
Okay.
What do you do?
What number is facing up?
It is a.
I'm sorry, robot.
It's a 5.
Okay. Huh. Uh, I guess I will examine it.
All right, roll investigation. It
I am having such middling rolls.
11s.
Mid, bro. Mid.
It appears to be a dice, a 20-sider, with a 5
Um,
showing.
I will do a practice roll with it just onto the bar. And I will roll the d20. Did that? My iPad says I rolled a 5.
You also rolled a 5, huh?
Yeah.
A fur-covered hand reaches out and picks up the dice and spins it in in their fingers. Huh.
A fur-covered hand?
Yep.
Hey. Is it attached to a fur-covered?
Testing. Can you hear me? Testing.
What? Are
Uh-oh.
we cutting out
Hello?
again?
Can you hear me?
Chris?
Am I cutting
we
out?
can't hear you.
Oh, fuck. Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay.
What was the last thing you heard?
I just asked if the fur-covered hand is attached to a fur-covered body.
And yes, it is. As you turn to follow the hand, you notice that a feline-like figure is sitting next to you, dressed in what looks like a suit of sorts. Kind of like a.
Is it a tabaxi or some other feline?
It kind of looks like a tabaxi, except thicker hair, and you notice a pair of horns up top.
Weird.
They're kind of
Check
like
the hands.
pointed
Check
in
the hands.
to each other.
Hi. Well, was that your dice?
The hands look perfectly fine. They're not Rakshasa hands. Don't worry about it. But the figure kind of like twirls the die in between the fingers. It says, "Of course, just like everything else here."
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
He kind of grins. Ah, seems that you're having a bit of trouble.
Do you know anything about the sickness that causes people to see things that aren't there?
It's not a sickness, I'm afraid. It is a form of haunting, so to speak.
And how would one resolve the haunting?
Well, normally it is trying to ignore the prompts of the Demon Queen, but it seems that some people have taken it a bit far and are currently fighting amongst each other. So that's a bit of a problem. Of course, it doesn't help with the occasional incursion, but what do you do?
So the demon queen is sending me these images?
Well, yes. Who do you think it was?
I had no idea. I barely paid attention to my friends' interactions with the rings.
Well, I think the rings are only a small part of it. This is the second thing that you guys have touched that relates to the Demon Queen.
What was the first?
Sorry.
She kind of like looks at you carefully for a moment and says, "Well, I don't think you'd shown up amongst them yet before that happened. After that happened," she corrects. They had already touched something that the Demon Queen was keen to keep to herself.
Are you talking about the rock drug?
Not exactly. That is something else. But they were there for an incursion.
Huh. Um,
Though, as you might have guessed, the incursions and the rock drug are related. Someone has been causing the incursions, and you get to this kind of twisted face, this twisted visage appear on the feline-like being's face for a moment. And as a result, the Demon Queen is gaining some power in this world.
well, my friends and I appear to be caught up in the middle of this, and I'm keen to see this brought to an end if that's possible. How would you recommend that we proceed?
Hmm. Well, that is all what you can decide how to proceed with it. I mean, that is kind of the position of mortals, isn't it? Ultimately, you get to decide how you want to deal with things. It's like
Uh-huh.
gods might step in from time to time, guidance, and try to direct you, but ultimately, it's free will. But I can see two major ways of resolving it.
Okay.
One is freeing the Demon Queen from her from her prison of 2 million years,
That doesn't seem like something that would be a good idea.
or find the people that are responsible for the incursions, stop them, and hope it's not too late for something else to be brought to the surface.
Okay. Do you have a direction to point me to
Of
try to?
course, and then she kind of interrupts you in the middle of talking. Of course, the chaos, the code of chaos would probably have a third position for you if you ever want to seek them out. But those are the two that I recommend. Two ways I recommend.
I'll keep that in mind. But if I wanted to find the people causing the incursions, do you have a direction you could point me?
Well, from what I understand, they are using the incursions simply to harvest the crystals, and from that they are making the drug rock. They don't know what what the horrors of what they're actually doing. All they know
Okay.
is that the results, the magical potency, and the drug's effects, and she kind of shakes her head. They don't understand the danger of causing these incursions.
I'll look to the door that I left open and I'll gesture to it and say, back there is a temple where they've quarantined others that have been seeing visions from the Demon Queen. Is there anything that I would be in the power of doing for them, or should I just continue without that?
Well, sadly, they probably need to help themselves at this point. There are some cheap fixes. Some might call it a greater restoration abilities. But other than that, they just have to ignore the visions that they're being shown. Stop reacting violently to things. Stop trying to break mirrors. It might seem counterproductive, but breaking the mirrors is not a good thing when it comes to the Demon Queen,
Definitely, I'll
because she
talk to the bird
sees that
about
she
that.
provokes you, and the more that she provokes you, the more she has a hold on you.
I'll, I'll talk to the bird about that. I have one more unrelated question. I hold up my beer. Where do you get this?
Oh, from a distant world in the multiverse. I can have more brought here to the bar, so you'll be able to have more if you come in. You just have to remember to come to the bar.
Yeah, and how can I get back here to the
And
bar?
she tosses you another coin. With this, of course.
Awesome. And how can I get back to my friends?
Well, you don't want to go out that door. She kind of points at the door that's
Yeah,
still
I
open to
figured
the
that.
thing.
Yeah.
And you see a couple people are starting to, like, look. into the bar from outside, and like you saw like at least one person that's standing in the threshold.
I'll run over and shut that door.
That one person, the person who looks like one of the little one of the little kobold acolytes, is now standing confusedly inside the bar because they were standing in the threshold when you closed it. But
Right.
but the others seem to have been locked outside.
Uh,
The little acolyte just starts wandering in and is looking around with wide eyes.
uh, Hi there. Welcome to Thorin's Bar.
It's more of a tavern, she says. Of course, there's more than just a bar or tavern here. There are other amenities, though at the moment I don't think you have anything that I want to gain access to them.
So where's the door you wanted me to go out?
The same one. And she kind of like snaps her fingers and the door opens again. And the rest of the party, you suddenly see the door across from the room open, and you're looking into a bar. And you see Cotton standing there.
Hey, did you lie about the temple? Did you just go out and get drunk?
I'm gonna shoot in and go order a fresca really quick.
Bubbles, I swear I went back to the temple.
Then how are you in the magic traveling bar?
Because it's a magic traveling bar.
Can I see the kobold?
Yeah. That kobold's currently being looked after by another kobold. The kobold curate is like wearing the robes or acolyte robes, sorry, that you guys have seen before. Because those of you who went into the temple have seen this kobold before.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So I
you haven't
recognize
seen
him.
the jet black kobold that's currently attending to them.
All right. So what? Did you bring the acolyte to the bar just to prove that you'd been to the temple?
No, I left the door open and he wandered in.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you have one with you, you went. So thank you for taking responsibility, but why are you leaving? Did they fix you already? I thought they were quarantining people because they don't know how to fix it.
Uh, so I spoke to the tavern's proprietor, and she had some wisdom. It's all related to the Demon Queen.
Um, that doesn't sound better.
And I mean, it's all related. You remember that condition that you got way the first time I met you on your face?
Shut up.
Well, that was because of the Demon Queen.
That
Lizzie, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I assume you said that bitch.
I did say that bitch.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the rock drug and the seeing things in mirrors. All that is connected to the Demon Queen trying to get a hold on people and get them to free her. By the way, the best thing to do if you're having the visions is ignore them. And I look at blank, not break mirrors.
Well, mirrors are precious things, so that makes sense. What's
Did,
Blake's reaction?
did blank hear me?
I thought
Blank, are you
Zach
there?
Hang on.
back.
Yeah, I'm there. Sorry. Trying to get my things to work here. So I don't like AirPods. My DeWalt headphones are so much better than these fucking AirPods.
Um,
But yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
and whenever I
Uh,
see Selmy come back from getting her drink, I'm going to shut that door.
Yeah. So Blank is going to be just pondering.
Yeah. Thorin says when you respond to the visions by breaking mirrors, that shows the Demon Queen that she's starting to get a hold on you, and she will double down, and she will actually start to get a hold of you.
Blank is going to. I don't know if Kenku sweat, but Blank is going to be just like anime style nervous sweating. Like he actually gets a water skin out and like dabs like little drops of water on him so he can nervously wipe them off.
I'm also picturing some of his feathers, like bushing out at different weird places.
Yeah.
So I
Undermore broke a lot of mirrors before we brought her in. That's probably bad, right?
yeah, that's one thing that we can consider doing is going to find Fundamorph and find out if she's really been cured. Another thing, so the Thorin suggested a couple of actions. She suggested that one course of action to kind of bring this to an end would be to free the Demon Queen, which I don't think is a good idea at all.
I'm not
And
helping that bitch.
And another course of action would be to find the people who are responsible for the incursions, find the people who brought through the rock drug and are processing it. She also said if I find the Chaos God, he might have a third option, but
The Court of Chaos.
yeah, the Court of Chaos.
We know we have the one lead, the wizard that we can't find for the rock stuff. I guess we could go talk to the dirty people and try to trace
We're an
it up.
investigator to find her?
Oh yeah, we did. We hired the other bug lady to try to find the cook who ran off. Can we go? Let's go see if she's back and has information.
What time is it?
It's morning.
Yeah, maybe we should go check in on it.
Idea. And is the door is still open, right? So Selmy's in there getting a fresca.
No,
Is the acolyte?
when somebody came back out, Cotton closed the door.
Oh, okay. So how much of that's the acolyte here?
How much what?
How much of that's the acolyte here?
None of it because the acolyte was inside the bar and the door had already been closed.
Crap. Okay. I was hoping that he was going to take information back, but all right. So we could go see the investigator.
Before we run off, should we maybe leave a note for Flex?
You didn't leave one for us.
I'm still confused as to where Flex even is. Like, I haven't gotten a straight answer yet.
The bird told me he was going dancing.
Yeah. Can Flex even read / write?
Yes.
Okay. Well, but the bird also said he wouldn't be back for a while, so.
Right, but we don't know how long this
the
is going
staff
to take
will tell
us.
him we're coming back. Our stuff is here.
Oh, by the way, I run into my room and grab all my stuff.
Okay.
Is it safe for us to go out yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The guards have been paid off.
Yeah, there were a fuck ton of guards around all the dirty homeless people, and they didn't come. Dirty poor people.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go check on that private investigator.
Okay. Bubbles can come with. Now it's personal. Now the Rock is like she's gonna get the bitch too fast. She is in this now.
Otherwise, it could get you again.
Yes, that's part of the problem. But once was too many times. She must die, or at least lose. I really want to mess up her face. One thing at a time.
That's fun. That's something Tonka can get behind, messing up people's faces.
Sweet.
Oh, y'all are bonding.
Give it a second. I'm sure something awful.
So the plan is
Yes.
to head to the
We're gonna
Department
go find them.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So the plan is you guys are heading off to the private investigator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So as a group, you move through the streets. Thankfully, none of the guards seem to be looking at you twice, which is good. And you eventually make it down to where the private investigator has her shop. You walk in, and she switches her antennae for a moment before she seems to recognize you. Like, oh, I think I was expecting you a few weeks back. Give me a
We
minute.
got
Now I'll find your the dossier that I created.
we got caught up with some other stuff going on.
Yeah, we got a job out of town, but we're back now.
All right.
I forgot this one's name. I remembered Ryan all on my own.
Her name's Roka.
Roka.
Roka. She pulls out what seems to be a fat sack of papers and starts looking them over and nodding. It's like, well, I have some interesting news.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't as so much to work on. So much to work with at first. Except, thankfully, the other name you gave me, Javik, is not particularly common. And while Grace isn't, an overly uncommon name, it's not it's much more common than Javik. So the two names together in any location, well, that's where things started getting interesting. Because I think I might have tracked down your missing cook, at least according to the information I've managed to get back and forth. In fact, it took a little bit longer than expected to get the confirmation back because of the traveling distance. But it seems that she was spotted along the road to... Oh, God, why am I always forgetting names of places right when I need them?
You or Roka?
Me. Oh, nope, that's not the place I wanted. Definitely not that place. That's on the other side of the world.
Well, we have a long journey ahead of us.
Ah, no. See, from what I can understand, she was she was found along the road, heading north towards Madronis, and last I heard, had actually arrived there. That would immediately ring a bell for Bubbles because Madronis is the capital of the country that you're from, Cardidium.
Sweet. So that's where I ran away from.
No, it's
That's
not. It's the capital. Not you're from the you're from one of the states. You're from one of.
Yeah, I know, but that's
You're,
where that's
you're
where
right. I
I
think you
was
were.
when I
Dangerously
ran away from
close.
Yeah.
circus.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
actually that case. So yeah, it would
Yeah,
definitely
no,
go
my,
there.
my family had gone to the capital to present me at court, and instead
And
I
where do we believe the circus has gone?
South towards Rivenwood.
Okay.
And she continues on, and this Javik person, seems to be her contact there. Like from what I can gather, he might have arranged for her to. 'Cause in fact, it kind of makes sense now that you realize that you guys were in the vicinity of Madronis when you actually hired, when the circus hired on Grace for the first time. That, like, when you're thinking about it, that's probably where she was hired from. And Roka continues on with, it looks like the man named Javik, a tiefling, uh, arranged for her to join up with the circus in the first place. Like, he managed to give her references, not with his name, but with some other credentials to get her into the circus in the first place. But he works out of an office in Madronis capital, one of those subsidiary. What looks like, sorry, not subsidiary, the head office of Cole Shipping, actually. It's rather strange. I don't understand why that place would be at all involved with whatever you're going on about. Like, why would someone who's one of the members of the office there want to embed somebody into a circus? She kind of like flirs her antennas. There's no information about that.
A big enough company that we would know anything about it.
You've probably heard of it in passing. But everyone, give me history checks.
Oh, hey, not too
Can I
bad.
go with advantage since I've been there so long?
Story of Holiday.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Can I get
History
advantage since I've been there so long?
Been where so long?
no.
With the circus.
This has something. The company has nothing to do with the circus.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought because you said it was why would they...
No. That's the point. The investigator is confused that they would want to do anything with the circus because there's no connection between the company and the circus. So why would this big company want to embed a random woman with your circus? It doesn't make any sense to her, but that's what seems to be.
I would say it's because the circus travels.
Which is very possible. Tonka has probably the most information on this. Tonka, did you do any, like, other than acrobatics work, did you do any, like, tough person work or filing work or anything of that sort before you joined the circus, like in this realm? Because you're
Oh, yeah, I mean, Tonka guesses so, since apparently she's so smart about this shipping company, and she's not usually smart, so yeah, that must have been my old job.
like maybe like you were doing, like, maybe like you came into the material realm from the Feywild, and the first job you landed was as, like, a guard or an enforcer at maybe at one of the subsidiaries of, or maybe even the head office of Cole Shipping. And pretty much when you saw the circus, you realized, oh, this isn't my line of work. I need to be in here. This is my line of work. And you left for the circus.
Yeah,
Does that sound about
pretty
right?
boring, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you don't remember. You probably didn't work at the home office. Now that I think about it, because you wouldn't know. You would have potentially met Javik.
And Grace, so probably somewhere else.
Yeah. So wherever you were working would have possibly been here in Orin that you worked a little bit, or do you think that you came from another office?
Here works. So yeah.
So yeah, you in fact remember being here in this office, where the guy that was pretty much in charge of this office under the CEO, Galen Cole himself, was a big guy that you think might have been a Goliath or maybe something else. He was just a really big human guy, and you really didn't know at the time how to tell different racial types apart, especially if they all looked kind of human. Named Oberon. And he was kind of like the office lead there. You're a really big and tough guy. He might have flirted with you.
Oh yeah. Well, he was also boring, and he didn't smell good. So
Yeah, that would definitely be canon for Oprah.
yeah.
Uh, with that history check, you'd also know that coal shipping, from what Oberon would have told you at the time, it's like, there are all sorts of good, cool, interesting stuff that they do a lot of, shipping food, which a lot of people can't, like, it's harder for people to ship food, overseas and all that, like especially keeping fruits fresh. But they had some good, magical enchantments that helped keep food more fresh. That they also sometimes dealt with interesting new projects, interesting new bits of technology that wasn't necessarily the electrical technology found in the South, that you've heard of. You probably heard some like ramblings about this electric technology that people talk about, but it's like probably bored you because it wasn't
Math.
interesting.
Yeah, there's like lots of math in there. Gross.
Yeah. But but the apparently cool shipping had a lot of cool enchantments and other stuff, including, you remember at one point, when you were given like a tour of the place, that to get into like some sub areas you actually had to get into what looked like a little room, like a closet almost. Close the door, hit a few buttons, feel like you were moving, and then when you open the door again, you'd be in a different place. It was pretty cool.
Is that the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory elevator?
No,
Elevator.
but something like that.
If it was the Chocolate Factory one, I might have liked the job. That was a pretty cool place.
Yeah, but there was nothing interesting there. There was just some like weird people in the more lower levels, and there's like some strange artifacts here and there. Nothing that really piqued your interest, at least not from somebody from the Feywild. It just looked
Yeah,
like
probably like people wearing
material
suits and
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Lame.
Mhm. And did you express all this to everybody, or is just the stuff you're
So
remembering?
yeah, I'll just tell people about my old job. Be like, oh yeah, I used to work for that company, but I haven't met Javik.
And you're telling us now?
Well, I didn't know he worked there.
Yeah, so what do we do
It
with
was a
this
pretty boring
information?
place.
All
If
right.
I knew they had drugs, I
So,
might have.
so it sounds to me like our best course of action is to go find Javik and Grace in, you said Majoris?
Madronis.
Madronis.
Yeah,
Um,
capital of the
and I see,
capital of Cardidium in the north, which is where
and
you claim
yeah,
to be from.
I see Bubbles kind of shifting uncomfortably, and I'll
Yep.
say, but I can see that might not be an area we want to go explore.
You
It
don't know
seems
my
like our
history, though.
what? But I can
You don't
see
know my
you
history.
shuffling.
Yeah, fair.
Um, it seems like the most promising lead, but another option would be to go in the other direction and find the circus and see if Fundamorph is actually doing all right.
Or we could break into the office here, um, since there's rocks here. I'm gonna first ask the PI if she knows any, like if she's done with her report. Any more information?
She says, "That appears to be it. I don't know what it all means, but if it means something to the lot of you."
And we paid her in advance,
Thank
right?
you very much. Yeah, we paid her in advance, I think.
Yeah.
Um, okay, then I'm gonna suggest that we go back to Ivan's to discuss this because crime. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say thank you very much, and we'll go home. We should go home and figure out what we want to do next.
As we're walking back to Ivan's, I want to sidle up to Bubbles and say, "Hey, I am so sorry for everything that I did. Um, I I feel absolutely horrible that you thought I could ever say those things about you. Um, I do not think that about you at all, and I'm sorry. I was just so scared. He was drawing a sword, And I was scared for myself, and I was selfish, and I want to try and make it right, however I can.
At least you admit it. That's a good.
You were very quiet there. I couldn't hear you.
I said, well, at least you admit it. That's a good start. I do appreciate you taking account a responsibility. It's going to take me a while to trust you again. You
Yeah,
were
that
very
makes sense.
convincing.
Yeah.
But
It's the curse of my teachings.
Blank is going to see if he can inspect the coin in question.
What coin?
I thought you used the magic coin to get into the bar. Is what I thought happened here.
Yeah, he did.
But that.
And you were given a new coin immediately after.
Yeah, but I didn't tell them I had a new coin.
Yes, but Blank was there the first time, so Blank knows you have a coin because you get one when you go back. You get a new one when you go there.
Does Blink have one of his own?
No, Cotton was the one who got it when Blank and Cotton went to the bar.
I don't think they give you. I don't think they just. I didn't get one the last time.
I thought how you got this one.
It appeared in his pocket mysteriously.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Blank does not know about the coin then. Never mind. I misunderstood what was happening.
we get back to Ivan's.
Sure.
All right, so when we're back, I'm going to suggest that if they're a shipping company and Jarvik had embedded somebody in the circus to summon things that could make rock, and there's tons of rock here, we could start by breaking into the local office and seeing if they're involved in it. And Tonka can kind of be our guide, show us around, and we can try to gather information that way.
Yeah, because Tonka said she worked at this one, right?
Yeah. So before we travel
convenient.
all over the place.
So she'll have some inside knowledge for this location.
Yeah. We can see if they're in on it. If it's if Jarvik is branching out, or if it's like a company-wide project. And that way we don't have to go anywhere yet.
Do we want to tell Ivan anything about what we're doing, what we know?
I think Sami would think that we should.
Well, she does have 2 rings of the Demon Queen. And they don't work on her because she's a vampire, but they'll probably know that the Demon Queen is trying to get out.
Do we have anything else we need to do in the daytime today?
Other than talking to Ivan.
Well, but Ivan's a vampire, so.
Oh, right. Derp.
That's why I was asking, do we have anything else in the daytime before we advance?
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know.
I will read my book to pass the time.
All right. Anything else you guys wish to get done before the evening?
Oh, Roni.
I'm having some trouble staying awake, so I think I'm gonna head out.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, guys.
That sounds
It's
like
alright.
a
That's
good
okay.
place to stop this
Yeah.
week and
Yeah.
to go on with.
It's 6:30 my time, and I'm struggling to stay awake too because I'm sick, so it works.
Yeah, and yeah, my sleep schedule is all sorts of messed up.
Yep.
Same.
It's a good. It's a
That's
pretty good place to
pretty
wrap it up
Cool
for the
what
day.
you guys managed to stumble upon for this episode.